All right. The inaugural episode of How to Dad podcast, or I don't know, conversations in the name's a working thing. What's up, guys? How's everyone doing? I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited to be talking to you. Man, it's taken a long time to get to this point. And first, I had to learn how to make videos. I had to figure out how to make the things. I'm hilarious in conversations, but I don't know how to just do that on call. So, anyways, I did all that. We got it. We did it. So now it's time to podcast. Now it's time to talk about guys about being dads, about being men in today's society. Like, if you're a man in today's society, you already know how much you're villainized. It's ridiculous. Oh my gosh, my hair. No one gets to make fun of my hair. Hey, I had cancer and my dad died in the last year. My entire perspective has changed. But being a dad, I always wanted to be a dad. I didn't know to the capacity what it meant. And I felt like I didn't really know what love was, not to the depth until my kids were born. They were there. And then my daughter's the oldest. She became my best friend instantly. When I held her and she looked like me and she was just perfect. Oh, gosh, just melted. And I've got two sons as well. So I've got an 11-year-old daughter, 9-year-old son, and 6-year-old son. It took me a second. But it's exciting. It's exciting times. And I'm just so happy to be coming here and talking to you guys. I'm going to be talking about positivity and effective leadership, but it kind of all centers around, being a man. What does that mean? Being a dad, what does that mean? I don't know. Let's explore it together. I don't know what it is, but I do know that in today's society, like, A, men are villainized for everything, and B, it's hard. And C, like, I just feel like something's coming, something's happening. When you look at the political parties, there's two parties, right? There's only two. Why? Why is that? Well, to me, it seemed like the obvious answer is if there's only two sources of information, two main sources of information, it's way easier to control information. It's way easier to control the story, the whole picture. So, by not having more and more and more, and by building a system where if you're an independent uh, politician at all, you've got no friends, man. You can't vote party lines. You've got no backup. Nothing you do as an independent is going to amount to much. No offense. But that's part of the system we've got devised. We need 37 parties. I don't know what to tell you. We can't keep doing that. But, anyways, all that has led me to believe that bad things are on the horizon. The average income in America is like 50 some thousand still, right? For a family. That doesn't seem right. Why isn't that updating? I went to the grocery store. Normally we have our groceries delivered. I know, so bougie. But I went to the grocery store recently and like picked out a few things, and every single thing blew my mind at how expensive it had gotten. And so all these external factors are happening, and God, I'm just doubling down and being dad. I'm just gonna be a better dad. I'm gonna be a better leader, a leader of my family, a leader of those around me. I can't help but take responsibility for everyone around me. I feel like the things I understand are the things that no one else talks about or sees. Like, I can sit down with anyone and pull it all out of you. We can get to the bottom of any problem. You may not like my answer because my problem is I don't have ego, I guess, because I'm an idiot and I do dumb shit constantly. Constantly. My wife likes to say, aren't you tired of saying sorry? It's like, yeah, I am. Stop catching me do dumb shit. Um, but no, I feel so responsible for those around me now, and it's not just my family. My family is the most important. They're first, and I will put them above anybody else, above any law, any government, whatever else. It's my family in this house. Those guys in that backdrop, God, I love them. My dad made that bow. If this is just audio, I don't know. You can't see it, but there's a recurve bow hanging on my back wall. I made this dog kennel. There, my two puppies on it. Oh, my kids made that art. God, just love it. I'm so fortunate. Last October, 2 Octobers ago, 2 Septembers ago, I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer, and I was convinced I was going to die. I was going to die on the operating table. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. So it was from the time of diagnosis to surgery was 10 days. I took those 10 days and wrote letters to my kids and my wife for all of their future events. Every event that they might want, you know, dad's advice. They might want dad to just be there for them. So I did that. And then I also wrote letters to my wife's future husband, which freaking killed me. God, that ruined me. It didn't kill me. Oh, gotta stop saying that word. Which ruined me. It was so hard. But very few other men would ever do that. And the only, I mean, I struggled with it myself. And I did it because we were high school sweethearts. We've been together for 15 years. I'm only 32. It's a long time. Like, no one else loves her like I do. No one else could. No one else knows her like I do. She's so closed off and reserved and quiet. Like, it's taken me 15 years to give her any self confidence. It's like, come on, dude. You are so awesome. You are so freaking like, and she's so talented. Everything, all the decorations, everything. It's all her. She's amazing. Has no idea. She's clueless. I don't know. But so there I am sitting in this office, this very spot for like a week. And in that time, I wrote letters for my daughter for when she would graduate, if she ever won state in gymnastics, if when she gets married, if she gets married to a guy or a girl, where like I just wanted to cover my bases. I guess I don't know. Um, there's a bunch of other ones. My sons for their marriage, their future events, graduation, college. They wanted to be military and police officers. So I wrote them letters to both those events because that's so important. It's so cool that I get cut that out. So cool that I get to be the father of three kids that are just excellent. My daughter makes YouTube videos. She's got like 20,000 subscribers. She draws and does art and animation. Now she's doing dancing and stuff. And like she's so creative. It's so cool. My middle child, Brantley, I want to strangle him, but I mean, that's neither here nor there. Um, but my middle child, Bramley, he's so addicted to football. All he talks about is football. He plays Madden. He practices the dives onto the couch to make sure he looks right, and then watches himself in the window at night. It's gotta be night, so it's black, so he can see his reflection. Um, and then my youngest, oh, and then Bramley also this year, he really opened up and made a lot of huge jumps this year in school, and he's the most liked kid in his class, and he's so sweet and he's so genuinely nice, and he's friends with everyone. His best friend is like half the girls in the class. It's insane. He's gonna be a stud muffin, but he's scrawny, so he's got a very punchable face. It's all right. And then finally, DK Declan Donkey Kong, little Bam Bam. That kid's a tank. Like I'm a pretty big guy. Like, oh. And like I used to be like 305, and I think I'm down to 220 now. So I was bigger. I wasn't a big kid like that. Declan, my son, is just a freaking tank. Where is he? Uh, Hank. Hank. He's solid. He's got like back hair and like he's ripped. And he's just, he was chunky, but now he's slimmed out and he's just like solid. He's going to be a freaking stud. But just goes into kindergarten this year, and like we had our first conference a while back, and they said he's such a leader in the classroom, and he's so genuinely nice, and he listens so well, and he's so helpful. And then we get that up for all three of the kids. I'm the luckiest dad ever. It's so much fun. It's like we get asked all the time what we do. It's like we were blessed, man. We were blessed. We were blessed, and we have conversations with our kids. We play board games. We do board games. Wow, we do Uno usually. Um, 2 or 3 nights a week. It's ad hoc after dinner. Well, we try to get to at least once a week games, and then I always bring the kids to school and pick them up. I try to have all the conversations that my parents never had with me. I explain everything, and it has so bit me in the ass. Uh, because my son Branley likes to push buttons, and you give him an inch, and he'll take 15 miles, and then I have to leave him at Walmart to teach him a lesson. He's gotten really good at finding the house, though. Anyways, it's fantastic. And I just want to talk about just more around that, more around being a dad, effective ways to being a dad, how to connect to your kids nowadays. Like I played Roblox with my kids constantly. Played Roblox, Xbox, Oculus, and I wasn't really a gamer in high school, but I do all those things now. I don't know why I keep opening my eyes so freaking wide. But it's just, I don't know. I keep saying I don't know. Mostly I'm just trying to get through this first one. Just trying to get through this first episode and get this up there. Um, and then you guys can all hate it and make fun of me, but keep coming back. I want to do these daily. I want to do daily affirmations, daily like leadership, being manly, being positive. Like you have to celebrate yourself. That's the thing. The entire society is telling you to stop being a man, stop whatever. Mm, be a man. Do whatever you want. If it offends somebody else, that is a mark on them. That's not a mark on you. It's as simple as that. Go live out loud. I've got 2 green skulls on my truck that are fucking huge and dope as hell. Go do that. Anybody can. Um, I wear silly stuff constantly now. Like I just like to live out loud. And I'm not saying you have to be silly because I'm obviously a silly goose. You don't have to be a silly goose, but I enjoy doing it. You know, after cancer, um, yeah, I didn't have my voice, so even now, like they had to remove the muscle on this side, which controls so much of your throat. So like I don't have a lot of inflection. It's taken a long time to actually get inflection back. But I used to be able to sing pretty decent, and I can't really anymore. But I want to now make music somehow. So like I gotta figure that out because I don't play instruments. I just had the singing thing down. It's like the only talent I had there. Other than I'm incredibly smart. I'm like the smartest person you'll ever meet. That's not true. Um, but yeah. Anyways, I'm so smart, and like I talk myself up all the time. I'm awesome, and I do believe that now. I am awesome. It's taken 32 years, but I'm awesome. It took 32 years, my dad dying, getting sober, uh, to realize that. But you're awesome too. Like the fact that you got up today and are doing anything, God, how exciting! Because you didn't have to. You didn't have to, and nobody's gonna be there to pick up the slack. Like your worth in your household is generally tied to what you bring home, which is so unfortunate because it's not. You are so capable. The things you can do or build or the things you think about, it says it all. I think the mark of a good man is the size of the problems he thinks about. Let me say that again. The mark of a good man is the size of the problems he thinks about. If he's sitting there thinking only of himself, you don't want to hang out with that guy. You don't want that guy. You don't want to date that guy. You don't want that guy to be your future husband. You don't want that to be your dad. Whatever. Selfish. If he's only thinking internally his household, that's a good guy. Good guy. Good guy. You know, he's focused. He's in there. He's in the zone. You can't ask any more of that. If he's thinking, his household and his neighbors, his neighborhood or whatever, great guy. He's caring and he's got a little bit extra to give. Fantastic. And he's giving it. He's taking responsibility for others. Sing his praises. If you got a little you're focusing on your house, focusing on your community, but you're thinking of U.S. problems or your country's problems, or let's go global. You're thinking of world problems, and these are problems that are like coming into your head a lot. For instance, water. Water's going to be an issue like real quick. Um, Inflation or shrinkflation, like whatever else. So those larger than life problems, to me, that's everything. Like that's the type of problems I think about. I think about problems that I couldn't probably solve by myself, but I would love to try, such as men needing support in America, men needing to be told like, dude, it's okay and it sucks and yeah, you weren't heard. You weren't heard today. But I hear you. Come here, come here. I'll hear you. Like, let's do this. Let's do some cool shit. I build stuff. Like, check out my YouTube channel. Conversations with me. Um, I'm trying to make skits and whatever else. Like, come make stuff with me. I would love for anybody to either be on this podcast, be in a video, do whatever. I'm in Fargo, North Dakota. Um, if you're local, but yeah, just reach out. I'm so far. I've got Twitter, I've got TikTok, and I've got YouTube. I kind of have Facebook, but and it's just exciting. It's just exciting. It's exciting because I feel we, whoever ends up following this, finally can have a voice. It's hard. Life's hard. Life's hard, and nobody seems to care or give the time of day to the guys that are making the things happen. You need men. You need manly men. I really do jive with what Jordan Peterson says for the most for a lot of things, not everything. Um, but I also think you have to approach life in a nicer way. I think that you kind of have to be in some servitude to others. You may not like that, but that's being a dad. If you ever think that you're not an effective leader, think back to a time where you had three kids that you needed to get going in the next 3 minutes or you weren't going to make the movie. That's being a leader. It may not have been pretty at that time, but you let them, you did it. So now how can we make that a little better? How can we pull back on things? How can we whatever? I'll give you a story. Today my middle son, Brantley, he's gonna be talked about a lot. I'm gonna have him on the show sometime. I was out in the garage building this hope chest for my daughter, and he's in here just aggravating the piss out of his mother. He got 6 extra chores. Had I been inside, I might have beaten him to death. I don't know. Not really. JK, beaten him to unalive. Um, but like it was hilarious to me that he's so hard headed, but he can be he is so sweet. He is genuinely sweet. He just doesn't think. He just likes to act. Thus is Brantley. But he means well. And that's all I got for you this time. It's super late and I wanted to get the inaugural one out. I know it's lame and it's short. Please come back. I want to try doing these daily. I want to try doing these at least Monday through Friday daily. And ideally, I don't know. I'm going to try to go for morning. I don't know what they're going to be. I just got to get this up there, and I hope that somebody found something interesting in it. I hope you gleaned anything from this. A little positivity, a little motivation. Good job. Go get them. You're fantastic, and I love you.